Hello, my name is Samuel Ward, and we're going to be talking about what it takes to become a private pilot today. So just a brief intro, we're talking about sports pilot's license, the private pilot's license, and the commercial certificate. First, we have the sports pilot's license. This rating was added in 2005. It was added because of its low amount of training time. It's got a very cool thing that comes along with it. The sports pilot's license allows a person to fly an aircraft like this with just their driver's license, which is really cool. Only 20 hours of flight time are required for this aircraft. That 20 hours is broken down between 15 hours of instructed flight and 5 hours of solo time. Hours are very easy to come by in this field. You only need, a few times out at the airport to get up to your 15 hours. It goes very quickly in flight. You do a lot of work out at the airport, and you get it done pretty quickly. This sports license is a great license because it allows people that don't have a lot of aviation experience or may not have the money to get their private pilot's license or their commercial rating, they can get into the air and have fun with their hobby just as easily as other people do. This sports rating has some restrictions though. You can only fly in daytime, you can only fly in good weather conditions, and you can only be 50 miles away from your home base. So you can't do any long cross country with this. You can only fly locally. The private pilot certificate. I'm a private pilot. This license was, I received this license in 2006. It took me about 45 hours to get the license. The minimum required is 40 hours of flight time. 20 hours of that flight is dual instruction, and 20 hours is solo. And that time is broken up between learning what to do in different situations in the air and also instructing you in how to be a proficient and safe airman. This rating allows you to carry people and passengers. Where the sports pilot license, you may not be able to carry passengers depending on your training. This license allows you to carry as many people as your plane is rated for and as much as your weight and balance can handle. This license is a gateway to all other licenses. The private pilot's license is it's probably the most popular license of any license in the United States. This license is the gateway. You need this license before you can get your instrument rating, before you can get your multi-engine rating, before you can get your commercial certificate, and later your airline transport rating. And we'll touch on those in just a second. This is the commercial pilot certificate, and what we're talking about with commercial pilot certificate, you might initially think, oh, well, this is an airline pilot. Well, yes, the airline pilot does have his commercial rating, and that's what allows him to make money while he flies. If I wanted to go out and fly someone for profit, I would have to get my commercial license. And so what the FAA has done with the commercial certificate is given you the ability to make money, but also there's a cost to you. You have to have 250 hours before you can become a commercial pilot. It's almost 5 times greater than your private certificate, but they do that because they want you to be safe. Being a commercial pilot, you have to fly, say I wanted to fly a United Airlines 737 from Oklahoma City to Denver. Well, to do that, it would require that I have what's called an airline transport rating. The airline transport rating is a rating that's given to a commercial certificate holder in a specific aircraft. This aircraft is a Lear 45. If I wanted to fly my Lear 45 for United Airlines, I have to have my airline transport rating with a type certificate for the Lear 45. If I owned the Lear 45 and wanted to fly from Oklahoma City to Denver with 6 of my friends, I could do that. all I need is my private license. But if I wanted to charge my 6 friends $1,000 a seat, then it requires that I have my commercial license. So what we've talked about today is the 3 different types of licenses that you can get from the FAA. We talked about our sports license, which is great because it only requires a driver's license. We talked about our private license, which is cool because it owns a 40 hours, medium entry level, not that advanced. You can fly pretty simple aircraft and fly all your family and friends anywhere in the world as long as there's good weather. And then your commercial license, which allows you to make money when you fly. This has been a brief demonstration of just some of the licenses that are available to you. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.